What's up, TMMK Fitness? This is Coach Tony. This is Coach Megan.
Hello.
For today's how-to session, we're going to learn the proper mechanics of the squat. All right, before we get into that, a few announcements I want to make. So check out our stories today on Facebook. Today is all about Adam and what he eats all day long, guys, and it's a lot. So be sure to check that out. All right, Fitness Land. If all you people who are participating in Fitness Land, don't forget you get 2 bonus points if you email Elena if you watch this how-to session. All right. So now we can get into the squats. Now, some basics about the squat. Before you even start the squat, we need to talk about proper body alignment. So Megan's going to pack her shoulders down. So she's going to pretend like she's putting her shoulder blades in her back pocket there, and she is going to create a neutral pelvis, so she's not too far forward and so too far. That's a posterior tilt. You don't want an anterior tilt. You want it right in the middle. Okay. Now she's going to screw her feet into the floor, and her feet about shoulder width apart. Okay. And what you're doing when you're screwing your feet into the floor, you're creating an external rotation at the hip, and also you are creating a strong arch in your midfoot. I know you can't see that because she's got shoes on, but that will create a strong base for the squat once you start squatting, all right? And then she's gonna place her arms out in front. This kind of acts as a counterbalance. And as she braces her core, externally rotating her feet, she got that strong arch in her feet, and she's gonna descend into a squat. Give me about 10. Show me how it looks like, what it looks like. Here we go, there's one.
Y'all do the squats with me here. Tony's gonna put me through a nice little squat workout.
There we go. She's got that nice strong base there. She's using nice tempo as well. So she's not flying through it. She's making sure she's following all the cues that we talked about. All right. What is that, 5?
It's gotta be something.
Yeah. So let's do 3 more and we'll move on. There we go. All right, that looks great. Now, Megan's got great squat form. I know that everybody out there has great squat form. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna back it up a step, okay? So if you're not able to get down to the proper depth in the squat, you're not able to do all these things, what you can do, you can have a bench. We have a bench back here, or you can use your kitchen chair or something that's a little bit more elevated, okay? And she's gonna set up exactly the same way that she did when we were doing body weight squats. Pack her shoulders down, neutral pelvis, screwing the feet into the floor, hands out in front, and she's gonna sit down on the bench or on the chair. There we go. And practice, maintaining all those cues and all those bodily positions that we talked about, all right? So we'll give about 5 more. There's 5. Here we go. 4. And what she's not trying to do is she's not trying to rock herself up into a standing position, okay? There we go. 2 more. And 1. All right, so if you've had to take a step back and then you're able to transition out into the floor without using a step or anything, or chair or bench, and you can do your body weight squats, then you're ready to progress. Now, another fault that you might see in the squat is she's gonna turn sideways for me here, and she's gonna do a squat and her heels are gonna come off the floor. So check this out. That's not what you want. So now you've taken away your strong base in your squat. So what that means is you've got some tightness in your ankle or in your calf. All right. So while you're working on that, you can still do some squats and get the benefits of squats. So what you're gonna do? We're gonna elevate her heels using some plates here. So, and her feet are still gonna be about shoulder width apart. She's gonna put her heels on the weights there, and she's still going to try to screw her feet into the floor. Okay. Now, also too is another. Just step away from the plates real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So give them a shot of an excessive forward lean. That's another thing that we want to try to eliminate as well. So we don't want the excessive forward lean there. Okay. So and people do that to compensate for not being able to keep their heels flat on the floor. So back on the plates. And she's going to set up the same way, and now do your squats. Give me about 5 to 10 squats there. Here we go. See how her torso is more upright? It's good.
Hopefully you're all getting your squats in today.
Yes, yes. If you don't have plates, I never had plates, but you can use like a 2x4 board or something like that.
Yeah.
Some books, if
A
you've got some
textbook?
books, yeah. But make sure they're both the same, same width. All right, great. So another fault, like we've mentioned this before. If you have valgus knees, especially if remember we talked about you've got that strong arch in your midfoot, and if your foot flattens out, what can happen is that your knees, there we go forward. That's not good for the integrity of the knee, and also your glutes are no longer fired up. They're no longer active, okay?
Ooh.
So the purpose of squats is so you can build your quads and your glutes, all right? So if you're doing these squats and you're not getting the full benefit of it, what's the use doing it? So one tool that you can use is a mini band, and she's gonna put this mini band around her knees. Once again, she's gonna screw her feet to the floor, feet about shoulder width apart. And as she goes down, she's going to actively push out against the band. And what this does is it's going to help you to activate that glute as you're doing your squats. Now, if you're properly externally rotating at the hip and you got your feet screwed into the floor, that alone activates your feet. Activate your glute. So, all right. So this will help. All right. There you go. So she's feeling it already. Okay. All right, so, what's next? Okay, so now we can work on some depth. All right, so if you've got all the good squat mechanics there, your feet are properly screwed into the floor, and you're able to do a decent squat without your knees caving in, and you can do a decent squat without an excessive lean. Now you can start working on your depth. All right, so now we're using a box here that's about 12 inches, okay, from the floor there. So, as Megan squats down, she's going to pause for me here. And what you're looking for a straight line from the top of the knee to the crease of the hip. That's what you're looking for, or deeper than that, okay? You can stand up. She's going to give me about 6 more. All right? And it's a tap and go type thing, so you don't want to sit on it and chill. All right? So about 4 more. Good. 3, 2. See, Megan, I'm a great coach. You see the improvement?
So good.
All right. So once you've mastered that, and now you're ready to move on to maybe picking up a little weight.
Woo!
First thing you want to do is going to grab a dumbbell, or you can use a kettlebell.
Time for some games.
Yes. She's going to use the goblet position. So tuck that thing right underneath the chin, elbows down, screw the feet to the floor, neutral pelvis, shoulders packed, bracing the core, and remember that arch in the feet. Grip the floor with your feet. There you go. And you want that head up. You don't want to tuck your chin. There we go. Get some workout in. Give me 8 more. All right.
Kind of laugh at people at home.
6. Come on, you can do these with us. Or you can just do wherever you feel comfortable. If you need to use a chair or a bench, do 10 on the bench. If you just do bodyweight squats, give me 10 bodyweight squats. If you have a dumbbell, pick up a dumbbell.
Oh, yeah.
Not that 50, get that 10. All right. Looks good. All right. So another weighted version of the squat. You can move on to something that's a little bit more complex. Maybe a front squat. This will help you keeping your torso erect without. If you're doing a front squat and you got a forward lean, you're going to lose the weight. So you want to be sure that you can do all the other things with an erect torso before you move on to a front squat. Okay, so we have a little bar here, and typically you'll be in a squat rack doing this, or if you have a body bar at home. And I'm gonna help Megan get set up here, and she's gonna cross her arms. Both hands are supporting the weight on her shoulder. She's creating a shelf here. Her elbows are parallel to the floor there. Screwing her feet to the floor. She's got that arch in her feet, gripping the floor, neutral pelvis, shoulders packed, brace core, and she's gonna give me a squat there. Here we go. There's 10. 9. There we go. 8. Good.
If y'all aren't comfortable doing this on your own, find us in the staff area.
There we go.
Somebody will help you out.
Two more. All right, that looks good. That's good. Not everybody can be perfect like Megan though. All right, so I'm gonna take this bar here, and now that's the front squat. So now she's gonna turn around for me, and I'm gonna show you the proper placement for a back squat. Okay, so I know those of y'all that have been in our facility and you see those guys in the blue room with that big old bar in the back, and they're screaming and grunting and all that good stuff. We're going to show you the proper way how to squat. Now, if you know what to look for, then you know how to call some of these guys out. All right? So here we go. So we're going to place this bar right across her traps. So most people make the mistake of having it way up on the base of the neck. That's on, on your spine. That's going to hurt. So you want some cushion. Put it right there on the traps there. And she's going to pack her shoulders down, squeeze her hands in to help secure that bar on her back. Screwing her feet to the floor there. And bracing her core, neutral pelvis, and she's gonna give me about 5 squats. Here we go. Boom. That looks great, doesn't it? Here we go. 4, 3. There we go. Heels are flat on the floor. 2. She's got good depth too. And now she's gonna turn around and show you what it looks like from the front. There we go.
Okay.
5 more. Yeah, I'll make sure to get out of the way this time. Here we go. Here we go. 1. Good job. Neutral spine, neutral neck. 2, 3, 4. All right. All right.
Woo!
That's great. All right. She got it herself. All right. So that, my friends, is an overview of good squat mechanics. All right. So like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to ask any of us that work here at TMMK Fitness. We'll help you out. And once again, check out our stores today to see what Adam eats all day long. I think it's like Walmart. All right? So we'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.